as soon as he starts to dance, the points come out. It just starts, he points at anything, at the sky, around, and it's just these set points, and he's really into it. He's really serious when he's pointing, and then he moves his hands around, and it's just what comes out automatically, and it's kind of the same, just variations of that over and over again. For a doctor, he's just very dumb. He really is. He's funny, but his jokes, anything I say, he'll say, "You are." It's just, that's his level of intellect sometimes. He's just so immature. We get along so well. We go to all the rock concerts together and all the gigs, and a lot of my friends get jealous and say, "I wish I had your dad." Well, they all say that he's hot, which is really embarrassing. One of my friends said, "Oh, I got to be in this front seat next to Megan's dad." Ugh, what are you saying? That's disgusting.
Got the bum wiggles, which is the basis of everything. He's got the single bum wiggle and then the double bum wiggle, and then everything else revolves around that. You can add to that the clicks and the clap, and sometimes he's got a bit of a hand thing, because when mum comes in the room, he's got to give her a bit of a twirl, or when the dogs come in, he likes to get them a little bit excited as well, which I think is where the clap has come from. Yeah, I think my mum's friends envy her a lot with Dad, because he likes to get up and move, and he'll dance with them if they want to dance, and he'll dance with Mum, so I think they probably get a little bit jealous. My relationship with my dad hasn't changed a lot since I was little. We probably don't play physically quite as much, but he still makes me laugh. Yeah, I do miss him. I miss him quite a bit, but they come and visit and I still go home, and whenever I don't know how to do something, filling out a form, I call Dad. I don't know what this number means.
I know that when I was young, I used to hang out with Dad a lot. And I was very much a tomboy. I used to wear all these hats all the time, and I remember idolizing him.
Watch a horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Shocking me right out of my brain.
When I was like in early teens, I hated him. Yeah, I don't know, he walked out and he didn't seem to place much of an effort, and my mum was pregnant with my sister when he left, and so she never really had a dad, and leaving my mum broke and alone and having an affair with her best friend. He lives in a share house in Sydney. I don't know a lot about his personal life at all. I have no idea if he's got a girlfriend or anything like that. I guess I do love him because he's the only dad I have, because he wasn't a very good dad, but I know that he tried.
And it sharpened me right out of my brain.
My father dances like a rooster that's very proud, and we joke about it as if he's got a firecracker up his bum. Yeah, with this kind of skitty kind of energy. My relationship with my father when I was young was beautiful. I just adored him. I was the baby of the family, the only girl, and his nickname for me, and it still is, I'm 27 and I still get home and he says, "Hi, darling, precious sunshine flower, only girl for me, light of my life." He's spent his whole life working kind of in jungles and deserts and environments. We call him kind of the Indiana Jones meets David Attenborough. And it meant that I had this huge hero kind of worshipping going on, because he was just this exotic character that literally had just come back off the plains in Argentina or wherever, and you know, and I love that. I was the one who discovered that he was having an affair. My father was living overseas and I went to see him, and that's where I discovered that all of those things had been happening, and I just couldn't believe the deep, deep sense of betrayal. You know, I was devastated, and then I thought, oh yeah, he just really mucked up. Now that I'm 27, I recognise that he's a human, just like the rest of us, and I understand him better in some ways, and in other ways I have absolutely accepted that I'll never understand him.
My relationship with my father now is, I'd have to say, it doesn't really exist, except on a superficial level, which is a decision that I actually made. He has enormous joy and enormous pleasure from dancing, but is completely uncoordinated, has absolutely no sense of rhythm. We're both quite strong personalities, and he didn't want me to grow up and became very controlling of me at parties when I was about 15, and he would walk in and literally grab me by the back of the neck and drag me out, which was absolutely humiliating, and so of course I rebelled against that, and I think our relationship has never actually been the same since then. It's never found its feet again. Now he's in a state of decay, is the best way to put it. He's not the man he was. He's got dementia and he's an alcoholic, so he's not there anymore. Every other relationship is pushed aside for this one thing. I still see him and see a light in him and see a joy in him, but then when he's standing at Christmas barbecues, drinking incessantly, I have to buy out.
I'm the eldest, so my father and I had a very close relationship. I remember going on holidays alone with him. I have siblings, and sometimes we'd all go as a family, and sometimes just one of us would go with him, and I always felt like his buddy or his mate. Dad was a bit of a party animal, as long as he had a few drinks and was warmed up, and a bit of a womanizer and loved to flirt, and he certainly had the odd affair, and he liked his nurses, the dental nurses that he had, and he was a wild fella. I remember as a kid, very young, this was before he got really bad, my mother would have to haul the three of us into the car at 11 o'clock at night because he hadn't come home, and we'd drive up to the surgery and he'd be in the chair on the gas. You know, it was kind of funny and sad and terrible, and my poor mother, and he was very desperate, and we had to intervene, and he had to stop practicing for a certain amount of time, and the struggle to stop drinking took years, and he has done that beautifully, and you know, sustaining a very grounded, stable life. I admire him a lot.